All right, what's up, guys? Chocosir here, and we're back with another Secret of Mana Randomizer Seed of the Week. This is number 250, and for this week, we have another Mana Tree Revival Seed for this week. So apparently, Maribot is on a Mana Tree Revival kick, as the last several weeklies have been MTR seeds, but it is what it is. All right, so we've got 14 flags for this weekly seed. Let's go ahead and check them out. Starting off, we have a random starting character. We have restrictive logic. We also have swapped bosses, so the bosses are going to be randomized. We also have disabled hints. So we won't have access to hints this run. The only hints we have access to are the Berry hints, if we can get to them. We also have vanilla shops. So we know what's being sold where. We don't have to go searching shops for specific pieces of armor. We know where they're sold at. We also have find one character at current level. So this is going to be a 2-character seed. We don't know who our starting character is, obviously. And there's going to be one other character joining the first character, and the third character will not be in the seed at all. Speaking of characters, we have randomized character roles, and the unique flag is checked this time around. So that means that the boy, the girl, the sprite, their roles are going to be randomized. Well, they can be randomized amongst each other. Unique is checked, so there will not be any duplicate roles. So there's going to be one boy, one girl, one sprite, but there's only 2 characters, so it's either boy sprite, boy girl, or girl sprite. We also have no chest drops. It is what it says. Enemies will not be dropping chests this run. The gold drop multiplier is set to 0. So this flag really doesn't mean anything because there's no chest drops. This flag specifically means that no gold will be dropping from chests, but since there's no chest drops in the first place, this flag literally does not matter. We still get the gold drops from killing enemies though, so there is that. Faster magic levels are disabled. Basically, the spell experience you get from casting spells is going to be set to their vanilla values. So if we end up with a sprite or a girl, then their spells will be going up slower than they usually do. We also have random enemy spawns. It is what it says. We can see anything, anywhere. Random type status ailments is set to easy. We have a random amount of seeds required. However, the minimum required seeds is set to 6. So that means we have to find, at the very least, 6 mana seeds. Although the required amount of seeds could be 7, or it could be set to all 8. So we don't know how many seeds we actually need, but the minimum we have to find is 6. All right, so looking at this set of flags, hopefully this seed isn't too bad, but I mean, we're looking at no chest drops, and we're looking at faster magic levels disabled. So actually, now that I think about it, this seed might possibly be pretty rude, depending on, you know, what roles they give us, depending on if we find any cash on checks or whatnot. So we'll see. All right, starting off with the boy. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so boy start. We don't know what role he is yet. We're about to find that out in a minute here. And the other character is either the girl or the sprite. And the third of those 3 characters will not be in the seed. Okay. Flamey Drum is in Logic to see, so we will be starting off with it. Okay, we start off with the bow, and looks like we have 50 HP on the boy, which means the boy is himself. Alright, so Strength and Stone on the bow, which is actually really nice. Okay. Let's see, how do I want to play this? I think we just start off doing our usual check basement, peek Mantis and see what it is. There are no hints. We know that the shops are vanilla, so we don't need to check the shop. We know what's in there. Alright, so let's peek Mantisant and see what's in here. Okay, that's Axebeak? Yeah. Alright, we're not going to bother with that. Alright, so we know what's there. I think we just drop down to Gaia's Navel here. Yeah, I think that's what we do. And grab the freebies from in here. I'm thinking of just probably doing a full freebies run. I get as much as I can anyway. And go from there. Okay, there's Undini. That doesn't tell us much about our other character though, because obviously both the girl and the sprite can use Undini magic, so it could be either or still. Maybe the orb in Earth Palace can tell me who the other character is. Okay, another Axe Orb, that makes 2. Ooh, okay, the whip is there. That's nice. Okay, Salamando. No, that still doesn't really tell me. It still can be either or at this point. Okay, Bow Orb, whip out. Let me check this whip and see what's on this real quick. Okay, Con Confused. Alright. No problem. Whip out. We're not save splitting right now. Okay, so my next stop is going to be Moogle Village. Like I said, I'm thinking we have to do a full freebies run. Because of no chest drops and gold multiplier being 0. That really doesn't matter though. Okay, 400 bucks. That's a good start. And a glove orb. Okay. We do have a bow orb. I could forge that, but this level 1 bow actually is pretty good. It has strength on it and it has petrify. So we'll hang on to this for now. We also have the whip, so that means we can check Grand Palace chest. Okay, there's the Wind Seed. Good to see. Let's see. I think from here we go to... I'm actually gonna go to Moon Palace because I want to check orbs. I really want to know who my other character is, or what my other character role is, I should say. It doesn't matter who the other physical character is. We want to know what the role is. Damn. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. Alright, fan me out. Alright, so Undini required for Moon Palace. We do have her. So if we run across the Moon Seed, we can check that. Actually... No, wait. That's... Okay, so it's the sprite. Alright, it's the sprite. I'm derping here. That orb does tell us who our other character is. It is the sprite. Or the sprite role, anyway. Because obviously the girl doesn't have Undini magic that can actually hit orbs. Yeah, Dryad. Okay, it is the sprite. Definitely the sprite. Okay, so we know what our other role is. We don't know who the other character is. I don't think it matters, but we do know that the other role is the sprite's role. So there is no girl role in the seed. Which, honestly, is kind of annoying since its faster magic level is disabled. Okay, 1600 gold at Turtle Isle. That's nice. We take that. Alright, check Tasnica. And seeing that Undini orb at Moon Palace also lets me know that I need to get sprite armor. Yeah, it's confirmed. It's sprite. We just got shade, so. Alright, whoop out. I think we go Lighthouse into Sunken Continent here. Or we can go Lighthouse into Ice Country, either one. I should buy some armor, but I'm not going to just yet. Okay, Boom Orb. Let's see, we have the Wind Seed, we have Undini. Undini is actually great once we find the sprite. Because Freeze is practically like the second best spell in the game. Spell power wise. Okay, let's see. Check out the Grand Palace chest, see what's in it. And then I think we just head north to Empire after this. Dryad Seed. I could turn that in since I'm here, but I'm not going to yet. We'll hang on to it though. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Okay, nothing on Mara, not surprising. We do have 2,000 gold, so I could just go ahead and grab a tiger cap while I'm here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Do I want the golem ring? I could get it though. I kind of have to be careful with my money on this seed because getting money is going to be a little bit difficult since we don't have chest drops. So we kind of have to be a little bit stingy. But I don't want to go overboard on my armor purchases here. So I think I'm making the right call and skipping the golem ring. Okay, sword orb and glove orb. Okay. We rope out. Especially since we have a sprite down the pipeline. Okay, I just got confused. And who knows where we'll find them. It could be the girl with the sprite roll too, so that is a possibility as well. But we know it's the sprite. Okay, wow, 2,000 bucks. Okay, that's actually nice. I need to hold on to that though. Like I said, I don't want to make any rash purchases. Just because I have the money doesn't mean I have to spend it all. Alright, Milltown Ruins. I feel as though this is one of those situations where I am happy to just double dip this place if I need to. Alright, so let me think. Undini, Shade. 2 mana seeds. One bow orb. No sprite magic user though. Not yet. Because honestly, if I had a sprite magic user right now, I could go to Wind Palace and just power level Undini to level 2, perhaps? I don't know. But obviously we have to find the other character first. We can also do a full early game clear as well. That's also an option. Not sure what direction I want to take this just yet. We can also turn in the Wind Seed and the Dryad Seed too. And they're both blocked by one boss. Okay, level 2, that's fine. Damn. Alright, so we struck out there, unfortunately. We're out of here, though. You check Santa's house. You check Ice Palace chest. We can full clear Ice Palace if we need to. Wouldn't be a bad idea, though, if I full clear Ice Palace. Damn, another 1,000 bucks. How much money do we have? 3K? 5K? Okay, wow. Alright. Trying to think what to get the boy here. We already have Tiger Cap. I think we just go... Ideally, I want to go Ivy Amulet. Ideally. Because it's random enemy spawns. Ivy Amulet and maybe like fancy overalls or something. I could go Golden Vest, but that's not necessary. Yeah, I think fancy overalls and Ivy amulet sounds good. Yeah, let's do it. We'll drop by Matango real fast and pick up the overalls. Could forge my bow, but do I want to? And then we'll drop by Mandala. I honestly should just go power wrist though. I could pick up that circlet too. I could. But circlet's a bit greedy, so we're not going to. We still have 3,000 gold, so we should be okay once we find the other character, if we find him. Okay, so this gives us what, 74 defense? Alright, so freebies are done. We have Wind Seed, we have Dryad Seed. I don't want to just turn these seeds in. Yeah, let's turn these seeds in, see what we can get. Okay, we're fine with this guy. Just gonna pump him full of arrows until he dies. There we go. Now, I know I didn't save, and the reason I didn't save is because if we find the other character, we can potentially power level Undini to level 2. Which is going to take like 25 casts on this flag set, unfortunately. Alright, so what do we get from here? Gold key, spear orb. Okay, gold key is nice. We'll save. Play me out. I can follow that. Yeah, we can follow that. We just saved, so. Ooh. Fire seed. Okay, we obviously can't turn that in without the other character, so let's drop a save. Actually, no. No. We turn in the Dryad Seed. I'm gonna see what we get. Oh, that's not good. I have to use my whip here. Yeah, because my bow's Earth Element. Okay, this fight might take a little bit. Yeah, this fight's gonna take a little bit. We're not in any danger though, Don. If anything, it's just gonna be annoying to kill this thing. Because it's a snake, and snakes are annoying in general. So we just gotta play this slow. Oh wow, he stopped. He stopped right there. Thankfully, this snake's only level 3, so it doesn't have that much health. I was about to swing too. Got him. I'm too close to him, yeah. The snake in this arena is kind of annoying. He would. Not to mention, the whip is not the best weapon to fight these guys with. There we go. Alright, he's dead. We get a spear orb. Check the Dryad Seed pedestal. For the axe and a spear orb. Okay, so the axe is actually nice because that means we can make a few more checks. We're gonna go ahead and rope out. Speaking of the axe, we might as well check this chest down here real quick. Alright, we got Ivy Amulet. We don't care about you. Okay, he's confused. That's fine. Let's grab this chest up here. Okay, this Sylphid. And we have all this damn magic and I can't use it. Alright, so what's my next play? Witch's Castle sounds good right about now. So let's do it. Go from this way. Actually, we can just go from the other way. Because we have the axe. I know I'm kind of avoiding like early game right now, which I don't know if that's the best idea, but I mean, we found some things so far. We found the axe, we found Sylphid, we found the Fire Seed, so it's not like we haven't found anything good. Ideally, I want to go to Pure Land though and see how many seeds we need. And I should probably do that before the enemies scale up too high. Because honestly, at this point, I'm down to just solo this seed with the boy. Because if the sprite or the girl is in a really silly location, then I don't know, I might just snope out. We'll see. We're gonna drop a save though. Because faster magic levels being disabled is a thing, and yeah, it's annoying. Especially when you find your caster like late in the seed. Or if your sprite caster's in a really silly location. You're gonna speed down me right off the bat, dude. Really? I guess. can't even do anything about it. All right, what do you say? Luna spells beyond the Pure Lands bushes. Ugh. Okay, so we know what that is. The thing is, we don't have a sprite caster, so. All right, Thunder Gigas. I think we just use our bow for this, right? Yeah. We want to face away from him when he's casting, so we get knocked back to him and not away from him. Because if we get too far away from him, he'll use his other stuff like Thunder Saber and Silence and whatnot. And we don't want to see that mess. So that's why I'm turning away from him as he's casting Thunderbolt. We want to stay in front of him. We want to stay directly in front of him. Okay, he's out of MP, so he's pretty much dead here. There we go. AI manipulation is a very powerful tactic. You can't use it on every boss, but on the bosses that you can use them on, you most likely should. Okay, level 6. We know where Luna is, but that doesn't matter since we can't cast anything right now. Okay, Salamando and a bow orb. Do I care? Eh. I'll keep it just in case. Alright, so let's see. We're level 6. I'm probably gonna stop at Moogle Village real fast and see what's on these weapons. Because I'm still toting level 1 weapons. Did I check the axe? I think I did. Yeah, okay, Luna Agility. Alright, so let's drop a save and see what we can do here with these weapons. Alright, so we got the axe with 2. I'll force the bow just to see what it is. Okay, axes, increase crit strength and ice. I might just keep that. Agility fire on the whip and Luna strength on the bow. That's tempting to keep. I might as well keep those. Yeah, we'll keep those. Alright, so I do want to go ahead and get Pure Land out of the way since I'm only level 6. Not to mention, we want to find out how many seeds we actually need. Let me get my axe. 40, 25. Yeah, this is ice element. I'm coming in here without any healing items too, which is a little bit dangerous, but I think we'll be okay without armor. Nice. All right, so we know Luna's here for sure. We got a hint saying that she was. We don't know what else is here, though. Yeah, I'm thinking the other character's in a really silly location. Gotta be. Okay, sword orb. Yeah, I think we'll be fine with our armor. I think we'll be fine. Okay, Vet Dragon. Got him. Yeah, these fights are actually going by rather quickly, despite me not having any spellcasters. And like I said earlier, I don't even know if I want to find the other character at this point. Okay, nothing there. Because as faster magic levels disable, the enemies are scaling up, obviously. So I'm honestly down to just man mode this seat with just the boy. Buffy. Oh, vampire. Okay. Yeah, our damage isn't even that bad. Please stop casting stuff. Alright, he just wants to be annoying now. Just gonna man mode it up, folks. Just gonna hit things until they die. And I'm not even mad about that. I honestly think I don't, well, I can't say I don't need the other character. I might need the other character depending on where these other seeds are. So I can't say that I don't need them, whoever it is. Ooh, Dark Lich. Ugh. We might have to do some charging here. Okay. Our defense is still holding up, which is good. Okay, let me see if I can AI manip him. He needs to stick his head out though. Come on. Let me see those. Let me see those pearly whites. I guess you're not gonna do that. But yeah, you can AI manip the Dark Lich. You just have to get him to cooperate. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. should probably use the bow, so I don't break the manip. Yeah, I need to put this in the beginner's guide, by the way, because currently it says that you can't AI manip him when you actually can. You just have to set it up, and he has to cooperate with you and stick his head out of the ground. So what you can do is exactly what I'm doing here is once he sticks his head out of the ground like that, you can line up with him like this. Wait for him to come to you and then walk away, as long as you stay in line with him, and he'll come right to you, and you can hit him when he comes close. You can also be fancy and get off like level 1 charge attacks, but that's a little bit risky. And once you have him in that manip, then as long as you like walk up and down, let him come to you, rinse and repeat, you can keep him coming after you like that. You can keep the manip. Alright, Jav Orb, $1,400. Good to see. Okay, let's not get ballooned. Okay, we got 2 bosses left to go. Snapjacking? Yeah. Can we use our whip here? We can try. Using the whip on him is a little tricky though. Gotta make sure he doesn't swallow me though. I'll change sides here. Nice. One. What? Alright, Sword Orb, Jav Orb. Okay, no Luna. Okay, Luna must be in the next spot then, because we know Luna's here. We know Luna's here. Wall? Ooh, this might be a little annoying. Again, we want to do the same thing we did with Thunder Gigas. And turn our backs to him when he's about to cast a spell. We also want to make sure we're hitting that left eye too, so we can kill it. Stop his Cure Waters. We don't want to break this position here. Ideally, I swap to the bow, but we're not going to do that. Nah, I forgot to turn. I don't think I could have turned right there. It doesn't matter though. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. It just means I have to walk back up. Got him. Another reason we want to keep our backs to him is we can get a hit off on him if we're right next to him, like that. Most of the time you can, sometimes you can't. Center Eye might be out of MP, I think. Oh, I was lied to. Never mind. Slowly killing this thing. Slowly but surely. Okay, the other one's out of MP. Good. And he's dead. Yeah. I mean, there's not much we could do there. We don't have a spellcaster, so. Thankfully, we have good enough weapons to actually do damage to this thing. Okay, level 12. Okay, this should be Luna. Yep, there she is. Doesn't matter since we can't use her. Alright, so let's get out of here. See how many seeds we actually need. Okay, we have 3. And the minimum is 6, so we're not even halfway done yet. 4 axe orbs. 3 whip orbs. I may just go ahead and upgrade to golden vest here, just in case. Okay, we need 7. All right, good to know. How much money do we have? 6K. Yeah, we can upgrade to golden vest. Sure, why not? Okay, so we need 7 to complete the run. I could also go circlet here too. I could. And circlet's 2300. Golden vest is 2250. Yeah, we can upgrade to this now. Sure, why not? Get some healing items too. Yeah, I think at this point I'm not interested in getting the other character because we're actually doing just fine with the boy. Alright, let's see. Slap this on. Drop a save. We can check the next level of our weapons, I guess. And we do want to upgrade our weapons because of course these enemies are scaling up, so we want to make sure we can do as much damage as we can. Alright, so alright, we just saved. We literally just saved. So we'll check these out, see what they are. Okay, we got agility confused, agility fire, strength stone on the bow. That's nice. I might forge that axe one more time. I'm going to keep that bow though, for sure. I'm keeping that bow. Maybe we can luck out and get a strength weapon on the level 4 axe. Okay, 800, yeah. Might as well force his whip. Yeah, increase crit, agility dryad, agility fire. We'll just keep it there right now, actually. Alright, what's our next play? Honestly, I want to go back to the Nesselberry. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Because we found Luna, so that means maybe we can get another hint. Unless we found what the hint's pertaining to, but we don't know yet. Dead. Nope. Alright, so we have pretty much all of early game to do, aside from Witch's Castle, which is done already. Pandora Ruins still is, still hasn't been done yet. Which is weird for me to say, because I usually do Pandora Ruins early. All of mid-game still available. Oh, this way. Alright, do I get another hint? No, I do not. Alright, so no more hints from the Nesselberry, so we're on our own for the rest of the seed. Okay, so I probably should go ahead and clear out early game here. I really should. So let's do that. We'll start with Pandora Ruins. And like I said, I don't particularly care about the other character at this point in the run. Oh, my grass cutters are outside, unfortunately. I'm cutting my lawn. So if you guys hear like a lawnmower in the background, then that's what that is. Hopefully y'all can't hear it, but I don't know. But yeah, this is an interesting seed for sure. I'm really curious how the other runners tackled this one. Wait, what was on this axe? I think it was dryad damage or something. Yeah, okay. Dryad damage. Alright, what do we got? Dragon? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Oh, with the phone, I got something for you. I need to stand by here. There we go. Yeah, they're right in my front yard too. But it is grass cutting day, so it is what it is. Alright, Axe Orb and the Spear. We don't care about that. Let's see. We check Treasury. We check Girl. See what's on her. We need 7 seeds too. Something tells me I do need to get the other character. I just have that feeling. But I'm gonna try to do as much as I can without them. Alright, so Whip Orb on her. Alright, what do we got here? There's the sword. 1,200 bucks. Spear Orb. There's Dryad. Whip Orb. And Earthseed. Okay. Earthseed we really can't do anything about since we don't have the sprite, so I think our next play is probably Dwarf Village. Maybe we just play for check density here and see how that goes. I'm tempted to force that axe again. I'm tempted to. I'm not going to force the spear or the sword at this point. I don't need to. Alright, give me something good. What? Giant's axe. Okay, please have strength on it. Alright. Alright, fine. Should just reset, but that's okay. Okay. Actually, I do want to use my axe here. We're just taking advantage of the speed up. It's not going to last long though. There we go. Please don't make me get the other character. I don't want them. Now, if the other character had girl magic, then yeah, I would gladly take them. But they have freaking sprite magic. Alright, bow orb. 1,000 bucks. We can reset out of that. I mean, 1,000 bucks is nice, yeah, but I don't need it that bad. So we're not going to take it. Alright, let's check Kilroy. Let's check Kilroy. Tiger. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. See if I can AI manip him. AI manip him for as long as I can anywhere until he goes to phase 2. Like now. Okay, we can charge here. Nice. We're getting quite a lot done despite not having magic. All these elementals I have. Well, we don't have Lumina, obviously. Okay, Spear Orb. Okay, Light Seed. That's good. We keep that. Let's see. Light Seed is good. We rope out. I think we can go ahead and turn that into. Yeah, we can turn that in. And then after this, I might go to, I might try Ice Palace or something. I don't know. Let me save, though. Let me save. Because there might not be anything on this damn pedestal. Okay, we got 4,000 bucks. I could upgrade to Ruby Vest, but I don't think it's necessary, so we're not going to. If anything, I want to save for weapon upgrades. Alright, Kettlekin. Nah, we don't need to upgrade just yet. We're fine. There's that though. Didn't help him. Thank God for that crit on his Lucid Barrier. Knocked it out in one hit. And that's one of the main reasons why Lucid Barrier is such a bad spell, is because it can easily get broken. And it's a ton of MP to cast. Okay, Whip Orb there. We check this. Oh, there's our other character sitting in here. She came with the glove. Okay, she don't got no armor though. I don't think I care though. So if she dies, then it's fine. Alright, who is this? Kill Warrior. Okay, you can do something. Alright, hold on. Do I have an int weapon? Con, crit, agility, strength. Sword, okay. I guess you can cast level 0 freeze. I mean, Kill Warrior has 0 magic defense, so why not? Yeah, might as well. I mean, I guess. I legit don't need her though. All right, let's see what's here. Javorb, water seed. Oh my god. Okay, let's get out of here. Let me get this girl some armor because I actually might need her now. 6K. We can go Tiger Cap, Frosty Ring, and something. I at least want to get something on her. Or better yet, I should go Circlet. I think I should go Circlet, actually. Circlet's what, 2300? We'll get this 2300. These with 3K, so we don't want to get that. Probably just like Golden Vest or something. Yeah, I had a feeling that the other character was going to show up late. I had a feeling. Alright, so we'll stop by Mandala, get a Circlet for her. I could get one for the boy too, but he don't really need it. Since I'm sitting on all this money, I might as well grab a walnut while I'm at it. Nah, we're fine. Since I'm going to Ice Country anyway, I might as well go to Toto and get a Golden Vest for her. And I think I'll just go ahead and full clear Ice Country here. I could turn in the Water Seed as well. I could do that. No, don't you dare. I can walk up. Move him. Hate that guy. Yeah, we'll just grab. I could just grab this actually. We'll grab that. That way I won't blow all my money. And she's gonna have a little bit less defense, but it's fine. Boys, what, 113.97? Yeah, she's fine. She's okay. Alright, so we're gonna drop a save. Our freeze is level 1 already, which is something, I guess. Ideally, we just use magic on bosses that have 0 magic defense. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and check the Salamander Oven, see what's there. We'll check Ice Palace. We have 6 seeds, we need 7. Sword has intelligence on it, so she can keep that. Alright, who is this? Oh, okay, Tropical is fine. Now, despite it being faster magic level and being disabled, it's still nice to use low level magic on bosses like Tropicalia because they have 0 magic defense. So you can still get good mileage out of them, out of low level spells. So even though my freeze was level 1 there and he's level 15, it doesn't change the fact that Tropicalia has 0 magic defense. So you can still pop him with low level magic. It'll take a few casts, but you can still get them. Alright, Axe Orb. And glove orb reset. Let's check Ice Palace, see what's there. And then after this, I think I probably just go to Empire. Like, check Castle, check Ruins. I don't want to, but I might just have to. But we're gonna full clear Ice Palace first. I mean, I feel as though you can do this seed without her though. But I don't know, I really can't say. Because we don't know where those other 2 seeds are. And she's gonna get smacked up a little bit, but that's fine. We're not worried about her. If she dies, she dies. I'm not too concerned. I know that sounds mean, but it's her fault for coming in so late into the damn seed and having sprite magic. Okay, this is False Gigas. Yeah, alright, so we can go ahead and toss fireballs here. Yep. 236 damage. That's level 0. Yep. Yeah, it's like I said, even level 0 magic still can pack a punch if you use it against the right bosses. Okay. Looks like we might be resetting out of here too. Depends on what's on this next check. Did you level? Yes. Bore your face. Yeah. It's quite unfortunate. Let's see how much damage we do. Might have to bust my bow out for this. I think my bow is lunar damage. Oh no, it's not. It's earth. I don't have any lunar weapons. Nope. Let's see what she does to him here. She might need some help. Because Boreal Face does have magic defense. Yeah. I'd rather would still cast on him though. Yeah, I think this is a seed where I would much rather prefer having girl magic. Okay, Squeeze is level 2. Yeah, let's just keep going. Because otherwise I have to hit him one at a time. Or one hit at a time. Alright, he's dead. Yeah, what can you do? I mean, people say sprite magic is overpowered, and then yeah, it is, but in certain situations, you just don't freaking want it. I would 1,000% would rather have girl magic on the seed. Okay, Whip Orb. Okay, Moonseed, we're good. We're good. All right, so that is our 7th seed. That means we are done. We don't know where the dark seed is, but that's fine. Maybe it's in like the Empire or something. Maybe it's behind one of the other seeds. I don't know. Okay, so 1:12:23 is our time. Honestly, I don't feel this is a bad time, considering we went like 90% of the seed without magic. But yeah, this was definitely an interesting seed because it gives you a lot of money, which is a good thing because we don't have chest drops, we don't have access to money being dropped from chests. I mean, we don't have any chest drops in the first place, so that literally doesn't matter. But the only other way you get money on this seed is by killing bosses and killing mobs. That's it. And getting money from checks. So thankfully the seed decided to be nice enough to give us, you know, a lot of cash on free checks. I think we found somewhere around 6k gold altogether on the free checks. So that's enough to get your armor for the boy. That's enough to get, you know, weapon upgrades and whatnot. And really, you can just play through the seed with just the boy and be just fine. If you know, armor up, you get in some good armor like a tiger cap, maybe, you know, a power wrist or something. We didn't need power wrist. We had IV amulet, fancy overalls, stuff like that. Then that'll carry you a long way through this seed. So early game is quite simple. You go get your freebies. We found, I think, 2 seeds for free. I think we found the Wind Seed in Matango and the Dryad Seed, which was also free. The Whip was free, as was Undini, and I think that was it. That was free. All the rest was like money and whatnot. But you really don't need the girl on this seed at all. Not to mention she was in a pretty silly spot. Now I can see someone, you know, getting the gold key from the Windseed pedestal and then checking that second chest. I can see someone doing that, but I feel as though this is a seed where you don't need sprite magic. Like, you're perfectly fine soloing with the boy. The weapons were decent. Some of the weapons were actually pretty good though. But overall, you get decent weapon upgrades. So yeah, I don't, it's like I said earlier, I feel as though this is a seed where I would much rather prefer having girl magic so I can buff the boy so he can kill stuff faster, instead of having sprite magic when we have faster magic levels being disabled. You can only use it against so many bosses. And what I mean by that is bosses that have magic defense, they won't be taking damage. So you have to level your magic up, which takes a long time, or you just forget about it altogether. And that's what I did. We just forgot about magic. We had all the elementals aside from, I think, Gnome and I think that's it, just Gnome. Because the girl wasn't in the seed, so Lumina's not in the seed. We found everything else. So yeah, Gnome was the only one we didn't get. But yeah, it's definitely a seed where you want to just man up and hit things over and over until they die. That's literally what you want to do. Get your armor, get your weapon upgrades. You have plenty of money to do so. And just go kill stuff. That's it. Girl being where she was doesn't do us any favors because she's in a spot that most runners aren't really going to check right away because there's a boss in the way, and I can't say that most runners aren't going to check that, but she's actually lucky she was in that chest because I was prepared to reset out of her, because we were at a point in the seed where we don't need magic. We can just hit things with our axe until they die. That's literally all we had to do. Yeah, so I'm really interested to see how the other runners tackled the seed though. Let's see. So we did our freebies. We got the wind seed. We got the dryad seed. I decided to turn in the wind seed. We got what was it? The gold key out of that. And then we decided to turn in the dryad seed, which had, I think, the axe. And then we used the axe to go to Witch's Castle to find out that Luna was in the Pure Land, which, while it's a nice hint, it's not really a good enough hint to matter on this seed because we don't have a spellcaster. So it's kind of like a dead hint. And then I just decided to say, you know what, we're level 5, we're level 6, let's just go to Pure Land and clear it out, find out how many seeds we need. And we learned that we need 7. It took us a little while to get 7 seeds, but I think thankfully we searched the right locations. Curious to see where the dark seed was. My guess is it's probably in the Empire. We never checked Empire bosses. Could have been, I don't know, could have been the Fire Palace or something. Yeah, so it could have been behind some other seed. Who knows? But yeah, I just think it's a seed. It's not a hard seed per se. It's a seed where you just want to get armor, get weapon upgrades, and go kill stuff. You don't need magic on this seed. I highly doubt that you need magic to get through this seed. Now, it's one thing if the runner, finds the girl early and then decides to do something like, oh, I want to level up one of my magic elementals at the Wind Palace to like level 2 or something. Yeah, I mean, that's nice, but you don't really need to do that. You really don't. But I don't know. I mean, I can see some runners maybe having a little trouble on the seed, but I can't really say that though. I can't really say that because the seed gives you enough to get going. The seed gives you plenty of money. So there's really no excuse for the runner to not buy armor, and you're solo as well. So I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those seeds where you don't want to be bothered with using sprite magic. And like I said earlier, this is a seed where I feel having girl magic would be 1000% better. 1000%. Even with faster magic levels being disabled, you get the Luna hint, and that should incentivize one to go to Pure Land. I'm just speculating at this point. If we had girl magic instead of sprite magic, incentivize one to go to Pure Land to go get Luna, so you can cast Moon Energy, Luna Boost, all that good stuff. Maybe find Gnome. Yeah. So, anywho, 112.23 is our time for this seed of the week, number 250. We're gonna go ahead and put this in right now and see where we stand. It is Saturday as I'm recording this seed, so I don't know who else has finished this seed yet, but let's find out. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so we got 2 other runners have finished so far. We got first with a 110.33, so we're not too far off from first, about 2 minutes behind first. We got 112.23. We got third with a 130.38 so far. Let's see what these guys are saying. Had a good time coming out of Pure Land, needing 2 more seeds. Then did a million things before the answer turned out to be Ice Palace for seed 6. Boom. Oh, so the dark seed was behind the what seed was in Ice Palace? I think it was the moon seed. So the dark seed must have been behind the moon seed. Ew. Sub out for sure if I did Ice Palace first. Okay. So there's really 2 ways to do this then. Earth seed and treasury. You got Dryad seed behind the Grand Palace chest. Water seed and the fire seed were both locked behind the wind seed because the wind seed had the gold key. And the gold key leads to the fire seed in the first light palace chest. The water seed on the light palace pedestal. You get the girl on the way. And then you had the light seed at Kilroy, the moon seed in the ice palace, which requires the whip, which the whip was free. And then the dark seed was behind the moon seed. So we did need the girl then, right? Is there a world where we don't need the girl this seed? Let me think. Okay, wind seed in Matango. You got Dryad seed in the Grand Palace chest. Light seed behind Kilroy, that's 3. You got the water seed and the fire seed, requiring the gold key, which is on the wind seed pedestal. So that's 5. You got, water seed and fire seed, that's 5. You got the moon seed at Frost Gigas, so that's 6. And then the dark seed. The dark seed is the only seed that requires the girl and Undini. Yeah, because we checked Moon Palace and it was Undini, so yeah, so the the dark seed is the only seed that requires the girl, because you need to activate the orb in Moon Palace and you need the girl for that. Yeah, so I think, there is a world where you don't need the girl for anything. We just happened to pick her up on the way, because that moon seed was my last seed, so yeah. Okay, so technically you don't need the girl this seed, but you have to get every other seed aside from the dark seed in order to not need the girl. She was just conveniently placed in that chest, so you can't really nope out of her because you haven't checked the light seed pedestal. So I mean you can, but the light seed pedestal had a damn seed. So yeah, I mean, I think there's 2 ways you can do this though. Definitely 2 ways you can do this. So let me see. Sub hour. I can see sub hour being possible. If someone goes Ice Palace and then, okay, if someone goes something like freebies, Pandora Ruins, that's the Earth Seed. They get the Wind Seed from Matango during freebies. They get the Dryad Seed. Honestly, if the runner goes Gaia's Navel during their freebies, they find the whip, which will lead them to the Dryad Seed, which is also free. So that'd be 3. 3 once you get the Earth Seed out of Pandora Ruins. So that's 3, and then you got the Light Seed at Kilroy, so that's 4. The gold key, once you turn in the wind seed, gives you access to 2 more seeds. That's the fire seed and the water seed. That's 6. or they go Ice Palace first and get the Moon Seed, turn that in to get the Dark Seed. You need Undini, which was, where was Undini? I think Undini was free, I believe. I think that's one of the first things we found. Undini was in Gaia's Navel too, so Gaia's Navel played a pretty big part in this seed. Houdini, Whip, um, and so did the Wind Seed as well. So the Wind Seed played a big part in this seed. But yeah, I can definitely see a sub hour though. I can. If they don't bother with the girl, which like I said earlier, you don't need girl in this seed. Or you don't need Sprite Magic rather. If anything, Sprite Magic kind of slows you down. And the girl was in a pretty silly spot, but who knows? Anyway, 1:12:23 is our time. I'm not even mad about this time, to be honest with you. I'm not. Like I said before, this is. I I'm not gonna say this is a hard seed. It's an interesting seed where if you choose to go to certain places at certain times, then you're rewarded. Like if you go to Ice Palace early, then you're rewarded. We could have done Ice Palace, but the thing is, if you go Ice Palace, you need the girl to get the Dark Seed. Well, you don't need her, but if you want to turn in that Moon Seed, you need her. That's all there is to it. So it's just the Dark Seed that requires the girl. All the other seeds, you don't need her, but that Dark Seed, you do need her. All right, anywho, that's the seed of the week, number 250. 1:12:23 is our time. I'll see y'all next time.